So, welcome all. On who
What is
is
that noise?
outside? Zushi, you brought you brought the uh you brought the seagulls with you. Um, on June 2nd, 2020, at 8:05 p.m. EST, we have the case of P6F, also known as Purple, versus Uneasy, also known as Greenest. So, uh, first order of business is presentation of the jury. You both can see the jury before you. If you have concerns of bias in any member of the jury, please. That is you, Waffle. That is you. Please speak up now.
Absolutely.
No issues? Excellent. So from there, we will work our way to the next order of business, or first order of real business, which will be the opening statements from each side. The way we're going to work is in each thing, we're going to work plaintiff first, then the defendant. Um, this is a civil case, of course, so keep that in
Okay.
mind. Um, the case at hand is the accusation of Purple that yesterday Uneasy. The charges brought by Purple are, let me just read here, harassment and murder as of yesterday. At this time, the plaintiffs. Wait, do we not have a Rob, Rob,
The
Rob,
book's
we need a
gone.
book.
I will
We
go
need a
run and go
book.
get a constitution.
Once we get a
You can go
copy of the Constitution,
you keep yeah.
um, you will come forward, swear on it to tell the truth. Oh, there go the seagulls again. And you will give your opening statement. Jury, keep in mind that they will make a demand. Their initial demand is 15 Scorps awarded to Purple by Uneasy. If at the end you find him to be guilty of the charges and believe lesser or no Scorps are worthy of being awarded, you can make such a call at that time. So uh, we're just gonna sit here and wait on Rob.
I am nearly there.
This is Rob's fault.
No,
Totally,
you have the Constitution in
totally
your chest.
100% no one but Rob's fault. If we could avoid using water in the courtroom, as the walls are made out of concrete powder. Excellent.
Change your skin. Wait, your mask is off.
His mask is off.
Oh.
Matter, please come forward to the podium in the middle. Swear to tell the truth, and please speak to the jury. Your opening statement.
Okay, my openings.
Yeah, and just so um you and Purple are clear, Uneasy's been through this before, but the way we're gonna do it is opening statement, then evidence, and then witnesses. Any evidence that is specifically related to a witness's testimony, you can bring up at that time. Any kind of evidence that is not fitting specifically with a witness, just bring it up in the evidence section. And then we're gonna have closing statements at the end, and that's gonna be our structure. I
Okay.
apologize for the interruption. Please continue, Matter.
So we would like to charge him for murder and harassment, which started by calling him annoying and him punching him and then murdering him right after. That's about it.
Do you have anything you wish to say about possible damages awarded or such? If not, then
We would like 15 scorps. Also, Venus did try to bribe Johnny during this to not give evidence to the rest of the group chat during the incident.
relevant. I'd recommend bringing that back up during your evidence section.
Right.
But yeah, at this time you may return to your seat, Greenest. Uneasy, you may come forward and give your opening statement to the jury.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and gentle dog. Today I am here to prove that while I did, in fact, kill Purple, that he gave his consent towards it. That their charges towards me of 15 scorps is way out of hand and way more than it should be. That's it.
All right. I appreciate the simplicity here. Matter, you may come forward and present your evidence. Then we will have Greenest, and then we will move to witnesses.
Right. So, starting with the harassment, he did punch him before, only due to him being called annoying, which multiple times has been called annoying and has never caused damage to anyone else except for Purple. After that, he decided to murder him, showing it was intentional because after he punched him, he decided to shoot him with a bow and arrow.
Do you
Although he may have provoked you, he did not agree to being killed.
if you have any photo, like screenshots
Yeah.
or video, you can post that in trial chat. And if
Okay.
the jury will look towards trial chat, if you guys have anything.
Okay, I'm gonna send it. Um,
Is the video that Johnny sent relevant to your?
yeah,
Let me-
I have a more clear video of it. Here it is. I'll be sending this. In there. Should have sent now.
So if the jury can direct their attention towards the videos in trial chat.
Wait, don't look at the last two till later.
To give to me instead.
Yeah.
Purple has no
Understand.
money, Johnny.
So you're paying Johnny to give you the footage of you punching.
Who said I was gonna show it to anyone though?
Yeah. Johnny's and the one that I sent are the same scenario, just two different views. And once that happened, Johnny attempted to bribe. Sorry. Drainus tried to bribe Johnny by not releasing the footage in which he already did, but
I think
it's
Purple's
also
tired.
seen in the video that Perp sent. What the one? I'll send it.
He's suing.
again. You're suing?
The last
It was
video
worth
was
it.
like
Oh, no.
He called
almost
me
4 minutes
said
long.
blood
Are
for
there
the
any specific timestamps for that? Um,
I mean, I don't think he's shows a video of exactly what I'm talking about for I'm trying to bribe Johnny.
just put you in a safer position.
It might actually make this faster because I can place bombs faster.
Alright, Bodo.
Oh my god. I need to down my drink.
Hey,
Okay.
Party person.
He also said
is that
I know, but
everything
it
you're
was
gonna
just because he was saying the thing of like he's literally
you
the
guys are gonna put in
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
person that was
Liar.
there or
the
whatever.
trial chat for now? Because if not, I'm just gonna.
yeah, I think so.
Alright.
You have so many flies. It's like slightly
Jury
lagging your
members,
game.
once you've kind of
Yeah,
looked
I'm
through
also
everything
sharing
and you feel like
That's fair.
you're
Purple. Message me what?
kind of caught up in understanding of the evidence that has been presented thus far, like just message me or say in chat, whatever.
make this faster because I can place bombs faster.
Alright, Bodo.
If I hold E, no. Let's say if I hold E, will work. It's not.
Oh my god.
So at the end of Johnny's video,
What's
Slame
your first?
does say worth it. So like he basically admitted to being the murderer.
Hey,
Okay.
Party person, so that way you have no
I
bias.
know, but he
In
was
the beginning,
just
he
because
already
he was
admitted
saying
to
the
it.
thing of
So
like he's literally the
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
person that was
Liar.
there or whatever.
yeah.
Alright, Rob's all set with, I think it's with a G.
It's just like
Alright, what about the rest of the jury? Are you guys still watching videos or are you ready to move on? Okay, Deck looks ready to move on. Waffle and Beth, just let me know.
he's just making me.
I think someone said that like the notable point was 2 minutes in, yeah.
She fall off.
Based around like, yeah, I probably did it, but like even still this is like an unjust amount. But I
That's
guess,
fair.
you know.
That's fair.
So in like one of the end of the video, like one of the videos, like at the end, he basically says like, he says I'm trying to share it to anyone.
Irrelevant. She is trying to prove her point with the evidence.
Oh, I forgot to mute you. Can't really call objections in the evidence section.
But yeah, that
Actually-
implies that he's trying to have info pulled away from the case.
Suppose you can call objections to the evidence section, so I will unmute you.
The evidence.
What
That is
what was
for the rest of the trial.
The
she's
point-
trying to prove her point with evidence. Yeah, that's the point of evidence. I'm not sure I understand your Do you wanna?
You can continue.
No, I
Did
think
did I interpret that wrong or like?
It's fine. I
Yeah.
don't want to waste
Did you mean
anyone's time.
speculation?
Let's continue.
All right. All right.
anyways, I think that instead of hitting him, you should have talked to him if it upset you that much to kill him.
Matter, please refrain from speaking to the defendant. All right. Yeah, just let me know, Waffle and Beth, when you guys are ready. Waffle's ready? Was there anything else you wanted to point out in specific, or?
That's about it.
Okay. All right. So if that's all, you may return, and Uneasy, you may come forward if you have evidence to present.
So the evidence that is relevant to the point I'm trying to make is the Johnny's video that he sent, and then
Okay.
Purple's video of his perspective.
Okay.
And I would just like the jury to, in Purple's video, to just look at how he started typing he was suing before I'd even killed him. I just think that's a little odd. That's all.
All right.
Hey, may you repeat what you said? Sorry.
So
That he was already typing "I'm suing" before I had even killed him.
Yeah, but
I mean,
I'm
that's
just trying to point something out. I will.
you can't.
Go.
There's not really anything to object to there. That was just a statement of fact. He didn't even make any speculation by it. So with that, we'll go to our first witness from Purple's side. The witness stand is right over here. Please call forward your first witness.
our first witness is Waffle.
All right, Waffle, if you want to come down to the. All right, let me unmute you. Waffle, do you
Hello?
promise to tell the truth?
I swear to God, I'll tell the truth.
Awesome. But do you swear to this Constitution,
I
which isn't as
also swear
lovely,
to the Constitution that I
which isn't as lovely
will tell the
as
truth.
the last Constitution, but it's okay.
Which one do I go to?
Right over here. Right
Okay.
over here. We've got a we don't have a seat for you, but that's okay. You're not
Also,
gonna be there.
it's okay.
Matter, you may come forward and question your witness.
My first question is, Lily did call him annoying beforehand, and did Flame kill Lily?
Don't think so.
But once he killed, but once Purple didn't he kill him?
Yeah.
Point proven.
All right, you may come forward and cross-examine the witness. Uneasy.
Just one quick question, Waffle. So when someone insults me, it's not unusual for me to hit them with any sort of weapon, correct?
I think you probably do that. Yeah. I think I get punched a few times.
Okay. Guess I don't have any further questions.
All right. Waffle, you may return to your seat. At this time, if you have a witness to call forward, Uneasy, please do so.
I would like to call for Purple.
Hello, Purple. Uneasy, you may come question your witness. Actually,
Is he
first,
not
Purple.
gonna-
Purple, please
Yes?
go over to the Constitution and swear upon it that you will not lie in our faces.
I will not lie in your faces, and that's a promise.
All right,
I'm convinced.
you may come forward, Uneasy.
Purple?
Uneasy, I wanna cut in for a second. If you begin to go off topic, I will.
Of course, you can interject.
Okay. Cool.
I just would like to clarify a few things with you, Purple, if that's alright, okay?
Of course.
Could you just explain what the harassment charge is specifically?
The harassment charge is for you hitting me twice and hitting me before the court case, before we started this, as shown in the 4th video.
Okay.
And I have constantly told you to stop, and you also hit me with your bow and arrow, killing me in the process.
Okay. Just making sure. And then one more question. So when I was right before I killed you, you said, "Do it again, you won't." You refer to what you were telling me to do again?
I was referring you to hit me with your fist and not any other weapon.
Now, Purple, I'd like to ask you. From my recollection, I hit you with my sword first. That is because a fist with you on full diamond armor would not have done 3.5 hearts.
Well, yes, that is true.
So, you're saying I hit you with a sword?
Yes, you did hit me the first time with a sword. You also hit me with your fist again, I think, if I remember correctly, and your bow and arrow killing me.
Well, I would just like to point to the jury that it has been stated that I hit him with my fist when it was, in truth, my sword. I think that is all. Thank you.
All right. Purple, I suppose. I don't know if you. Yeah, you can't really cross-examine yourself. So.
I mean, we could.
See no problem with
I
Matter
think.
asking him questions.
All right. Matter, if you have any questions you want to ask Purple.
Right. So Purple, when you saw him punch you, you said do that again. However, he did it again and then proceeded to do it once more. So technically, he did it 3 times when you said, do it again after the first punch, or even with a sword. Even though, either way, it took damage to him. Also, did or did not did Greenus try to bribe Johnny in front of you?
Correct to the first one. For the second one, yes, I do recall Uneasy trying to bribe Johnny into not giving any evidence. And I also remember him calling me poor, and I think that's one of the reasons why he tried to do that, because he knows I cannot outbid him or quote unquote outbid him for evidence.
Did he not also say that he would totally win this case because they don't care about people hitting other people, and that it's just a joke?
Relevant. This is not.
I do not
case.
recall him saying he would win, but I do
It is
recall
relevant.
him. I do recall him saying the other thing.
All right. Purple, you may return to your seat. Matter, do you have another witness to call forward? I believe the witnesses listed for you.
Yeah, it would no, not really, because it would be Johnny, but he's not here right now.
Okay. Did you have another witness, Uneasy?
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
Who was
Would
that?
like to call forth Aldenix.
All right. Rob, please come swear your truthfulness.
True.
Who hit somebody?
I hadn't unmuted you yet. So
Okay, sorry.
my bad.
I am true.
Excellent. Uneasy, please come question your witness.
First of all, I would just like to clarify to you, Aldenix, that I will be asking you these questions since you are the server admin and a third party to the situation.
All right.
Hi. First of all,
Hi.
do you think that these charges warrant 15 squirts?
Ooh, see, that's a no. I don't think. From what I've seen, I think 15 Scorps is pushing it. Yeah.
And now, if I may be so bold, and Banana, if this is too irrelevant to the topic, then please stop me.
All right.
But I think that it seems to me that Purple has been trying to fish or to sue someone and get more evidence towards me.
This isn't something specific to questioning of Rob. If you want to bring this up in
The
your
final statement? Okay.
closing
Then
statement,
I will
that might be a better
refrain
place
from
for it.
asking that. Okay. I would like to ask you, Rob. So as someone, if you were hit by a sword, then you said, do it again, what would you expect to happen?
I suppose I would expect it to happen again. Right? If that is
Now,
the situation.
do you think that if you ask someone to do that, would you go into that thinking that they're not going to kill you?
If it's with a sword, I wouldn't be surprised if it got killed. Yeah.
So you can say that it's quite likely that if someone hits you with a sword and then you say to do it again, that you will probably get killed from it.
Yeah, that's fair to assume.
Okay, that is all.
If you would like to come up and cross-examine the witness matter, feel free to do so.
Okay, so you say that if someone says do it again, it means that they're allowed to be hit with a sword again. However, he did hit him with a sword twice. The first time, do it again, meaning there was a second hit of the sword. But then he took out the bow and arrow and shot him, which murdered him. It was intentional to kill him in the first place. Not true.
Wait, what's the question? Did he hit him twice? Did you say?
No, okay, so if someone hits you once, right? They do it again. Does that allow them to hit you again and then pull out their bow and arrow and shoot you one more time?
I suppose technically speaking, he only consented to the first hit. I suppose.
Thank
All right. You may return to your seat, Rob. Thank you for your statements. At this time, we will have closing statements.
Wait, we have one more. Sorry, Lily.
You have another witness?
Yeah, Lily.
Oh, yep. Apologize about that. Lily, please come and...
I should type though.
All right. Nope, you don't have to talk. No. You can type. Please swear to tell the truth. And then come right over here. Excellent. Please come over to the witness stand. In matter, you may come question your witness.
Okay, so Lily, you did call witness annoying, correct? Oh, I said you did call greenest annoying prior, correct? Did he try to hit you or attempt anything, including violence? Okay. Did you see him attempt to murder him and say he didn't try to first? Thank you.
All right, Uneasy, if you want to come cross-examine the witness.
Lily. So, you did call me annoying, correct? So, was I in front of you or near you in Minecraft at the time? Lily? But for this specific case that Lily was talking about, it probably would not have been nearly as easy for me to kill you as it was someone like Purple. And in your opinion, did it sound like Purple was trying to provoke me, or do you think no?
Wait, guys. Can you go back a little bit? My Wi-Fi went out.
It wasn't any. It was just kind of some statement of facts. It wasn't anything
Okay.
that you would have
Then
objected to.
just one more question, Lily. If I'll just refrain it from matter. Do you think that Purple might have been being more aggressive than he should have been? Okay. Thank you, that's all.
What did she say? Yeah? Okay. Guys, I can't even join the server right now.
Okay, we'll wait for you a little bit. Yep, if you want to head back to your seat, Lily. Thank you for coming forward. What's up, Matter? Do you need to restart your clan or something?
Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna, can I just,
We will call a 2-minute recess. Well, Matter
Guess my Wi-Fi.
gets her thing together. I'll unserver mute everybody.
No.
What the heck was that?
Like, looped up for hours.
I'm
This is like the shortest trial we've had, though.
Italian
fair.
sounds good. I'm gonna
I love some Italian.
head
Can we
down
all
to.
even get some Italian right
Chinese sucks.
If by Italian you mean Decca's drinking jam.
now? Yeah, let's go, everybody.
You know, why go down to drink and jam when you can go down to stew and brew? You know, why drink
That
when you
is
can
so
chew?
much
That's what
further
we always say
down.
down at stew and brew.
Okay.
Why does that go so well?
Please.
No.
Play
It's
it.
like this
Come
man
on.
prepared this.
Hit me again and see what happens.
Alright.
Oh, but only that hit. Only that hit counts.
I love having bad Wi-Fi. Top tier.
I appreciate the wall being turned to concrete.
Where?
Right here.
Oh. Oops. I'll repair that.
No, I don't think it was you.
No, it's probably me.
It might have been you.
Wow, this is such an interesting trial.
Everybody's breathing so heavily while they run.
Wait, how'd you do that? You were like out here and then you went inside. How'd you do that? Decca, how'd you do that?
What?
You were outside and then you went inside. How'd you do that? Of like the jury stand. How'd you do that?
Thankfully, we haven't needed your
Oh my
services
God.
any more than looking
How'd you-
intimidating.
How'd you do that?
You're doing a great job at that part, though.
I think
Oh my
it has
God.
helped
Oh my
her,
God.
her just
Oh my
being
God.
there.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
But the
Going for your
reason
waffle!
the reason we needed a bailiff
can't get
is
me through
because
this.
last time we had like this like notable problem where someone killed me, the
How do you do that?
judge,
How do you do that? How do you do that?
and then stole my elytra and ran away
Oh,
during the trial,
well,
interrupting
everyone's too
proceedings
scared
and
to come
being
against me.
Enormous penis.
Everyone is way too scared of me
Right.
to even try.
I think it's the helmet, really, that does it.
Hey!
Waffle,
God
what the
dang it.
heck?
What? Oh,
I was
who?
jamming.
You
I
turned
didn't
off the music.
know.
Everybody kill him.
Thought he did something.
Put her in the
Why?
corner.
Yeah, alright, sure.
Kill them, actually.
There is
Uh,
order in this court. Courtroom choir starts to roar.
My milkshake brings
Well, I'm
over
stating
to
right now that you're not allowed to touch my private
Does it
property,
is.
which is this jukebox.
You're in public area, though. I don't want to listen to music.
I mean, he's in his booth. If you
Yeah,
don't want to
but it's a
listen to
public
it, get your
space.
own jukebox and play yours louder.
Like, I will be right back.
Get 2 jukeboxes and synchronize them.
Hold on. I'll be right back.
No! What the heck?
Board is
Come
good,
on.
though.
Why is everyone being so...
Hey!
This is no. This is a
Wrong one.
Wait, guys,
Purple,
there's phantoms. Wait, guys, I'm gonna come back. Wait.
Purple, due to the nature of
have
you
it.
being in opposing sides in a court case right now, I would recommend you
Well, can
not
you give me my disc
enter
back?
his
His
little
little box.
Who has
box.
the disc? Who has the disc? Who touched it?
Any one of like 5 people
penis?
might have picked it up.
I don't.
Roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed.
You're all behind. Don't
It's looking kinda dumb.
Oh god, why?
Back music. Hey,
Yeah,
get
how's
out of my
it going,
box.
buddy?
Hit
I'm
ya.
not talking to you.
Hit ya here?
I thought it was working for like a tiny bit, but it's. Okay, I'm gonna reset my Wi-Fi.
Look, if you can't do it, you
She
can
could just
like,
make opening
long
statements, not
distance.
in game.
Yeah, you don't have to be
if
in
need
it.
be. Or not opening, closing statements.
She just
Left.
she definitely
Please
muted.
just shoot someone just so I can use it.
Oh, it's getting heated over here, guys. Kiss, kiss, kiss.
That was very
Uh,
funny when. There you go.
No, you can't shoot someone just for the sake of
Jesus.
it.
What?
I'm sorry.
You just shot me. I almost died.
I saw that.
Well, I guess I'm gonna have to shoot it on the floor.
Was that you?
I did not shoot anyone.
No, you got knocked
Why am I
towards
flaming?
her.
Why are you what?
Was it
Why is
Primus?
that?
I was just
Did it?
I just got knocked down to 2
Alright,
hearts by a
I
flaming
gave all of my
Well,
weapons
I'll
to
come
Isabel,
shoot them
so
if you'd like.
I think it was you, Iz.
I did not. That is the
No, you got
thing,
shot
they're
towards her.
following
That
me.
would make sense.
Then
I
who
was
it?
watching her before you said
it-
you got hit,
Was it
and she
Lily or
hadn't.
Waffle?
Thank you. Thank
Sent
you.
Alright,
an
I'm
arrow.
suing everybody. That's it.
oh my god.
I'm recording, but I didn't look.
I just want to shoot someone.
Shoot me.
That's a. What are you, a police officer?
Cases.
Oh, topical.
That's
me.
funny.
Topical. Haha, funny.
You heard about the whole... Now there's just people robbing places now.
Really?
This is
I actually
taking a
didn't
very
know
long
that.
time. Thank you for letting us know.
No.
Wow.
You should have heard
Thank
about
you
it
for
by now.
informing me.
Cool, I'm up here now.
I'd like to sue Bethany for her lack of bat kills.
We don't even need a court case for that. Bethany,
Guys, I'm
you
down here now.
owe 30 scorps
What
for.
the heck, Lily? Why did you even say that?
All right.
She's vegan, guys.
Opening statements. As we all know, bats are the natural predators of scorpions, and Bethany here is taking it upon herself to ally herself with said bats.
Yeah, you can.
You
Yep.
can just speak.
If
Don't
it's
do it.
problematic, we can do that. All right. Everyone. Okay, we'll try something new.
Back to your
Everyone,
cells.
everyone, go back to your seat and mute
How
yourself.
many bats do I have? One
Mute
zero.
yourself.
If
That's
you don't
never.
mute your, funny,
Do I
Reagan.
have to mute myself?
Uh,
Yes,
during the
please.
closing statement, I would appreciate it.
It's not going to show
I
me
have one
muted,
more
but I have a
witness.
toggle mute for my headset. So
Okay.
Objection, people aren't muting.
Matter's here.
Hello, Matter. All right. And if people start to talk when they're not supposed to, then you will be server muted. We're gonna try it like that. Okay.
Alright.
Okay. So, that includes you, Iz.
Includes me what?
To mute yourself.
Oh, I'm not gonna say that.
I have one more witness before closing statement. by the way.
I'm pretty sure those were the only witnesses I was sent beforehand.
I don't. Yeah, that wouldn't work because you do 2 in a row.
Yeah, you need to
Pick
Could've
someone
if you
else.
would've.
establish it beforehand. Come on.
Could've. You can't just pick someone else.
I mean, you can tell me which one it is, and I can tell you if
Pick
I would
Becca.
be okay with that.
If
No thanks.
yeah, the way we'll do it is
What the
that
heck?
if both sides agree to it, because both sides will have a chance to question.
I don't
Um,
agree to it.
Then
You don't agree to
Fine.
Jacob being
That man
witness?
has been mean to me in court cases, and so no thanks.
all right, but in the future, please have your witness list ready. So, without further ado, we will move on to closing statements. The plaintiff, you can make your closing statement first. Please come forward, and jury, please direct your attention towards matter.
Alright. So we originally charged was for harassment and murder, which was proven by witnesses Lee and Waffle, who did see the murder and harassment of Purple. Showed multiple sources of evidence, which proves our case, while our defendant has not. Um, we also there's also been many people who have are called against annoying and has no consequences. However, when Purple said it, he flashed out on him. Although he did say do it again, he didn't consent to the third time being hit by bow and arrow and killed. So therefore, I think that that's it.
Thank you very much. Uneasy, please come forward this time and make your closing statement to the jury.
You hear me?
Yes.
Well, in the end, let me restart. Hey, we've. Becca, please shut up.
Decca, please do not indicate bias,
Oh.
or I still might be tempted to throw you off the jury. Please continue, Uneasy.
Today I think I have proven that while I have killed him, that the harassment charges are barely even harassment charges, and that the murder had already given consent. As we have already seen from all the nicks, even the server's admin has agreed that their charges are way too much. And also that if you say do it again after getting slashed by someone's sword, then you are probably going to antagonize someone who is very lethal to kill you. Now, I think in the end that this has been a plot by Purple to get a trial. I think he has been trying to fish for one, and as soon as he found me, he found his way to get one. That is why everything has happened until now. I think that is all.
All right. So, thank you for your closing statements, both. Jury, at this time, I'm going to ask you to head up to semi-private land, where you can take as much time as you'd like to deliberate. Feel free to also look over the evidence in trial chat again if you feel it necessary. And if guilty, determine what the damages should be up to 15 scorps, as that was the initial request for damages. All right. Go.
I think he should be.
No, it is not.
Alright, hold on. I'm
is.
gonna move. Is Bethany not
At
here?
least 10.
Bethany's
here.
Oh, there, hi.
No.
At least 10.
Oh, I don't think 10 is. I think it should be. Dude,
Oh.
Purple effing, like, wanted this. You can tell. Purple antagonized Greenest
matter.
into it.
He didn't
Yeah,
need to
but
rise
10
to
is
it.
a lot.
If
10's a
you
lot.
have two
Doesn't matter.
siblings, if
I'd
you have
say,
two
like-
siblings and one tries to aggravate the other and the other rises to it, they're both at fault, yes, but he
No.
didn't rise to it, so we should just like make it
Don't
smaller
be-
amount.
Well, like, to me,
Not
the main
crazy
thing is
smaller
that, like,
It's-
the fact that that Purple, like within the last video, the harassment one, that one's total BS, because like he literally had a message like copied saying "Don't push me off here," and then like prompted him into pushing off. Like, I don't.
That is true.
That's just baiting.
That is
I
true.
think.
That's
I
true.
Okay,
don't
but
know.
if somebody is apt to be baited, then that's not. They still need to be charged. I don't.
No,
If
I'm not saying he's
Uneasy
not
wasn't
guilty.
uneasy,
I'm not saying he's
I
not
know, but
guilty,
if
but like there's a difference when like the person that he's, that means the Purple's not like innocent or
Basically,
oblivious. He
Uneasy should pay reparations, but not to Purple. But I
I
don't
don't
know how
know.
that works.
Wait, what? Why is that?
no, it should
He
be
should-
a purple.
He should be punished, but Purple shouldn't get.
Tell him to stop. Give him a
If he just
slap
has
on
to,
the
like, pay
wrist
the
and be
government.
like, hey, don't.
Well, I don't think that's. But like it's not the state charging him. That's
Yeah,
not.
you're right.
Just
No,
say
okay,
don't.
so he should
Don't
give
do it
just
again.
just
Smile.
a few less scorps. But
Yeah.
he
No,
definitely
I don't
needs
think
to
there
give
should be
scorps.
any like diamonds at most.
What? I don't agree with you. Like,
10
Well,
block restraining.
And so
this
wait,
has happened
Deca,
so many
why are
times,
you
it's
saying
ridiculous.
it? But we're not
Wait,
judging
no,
it based on
Because
other
I'm
things.
just
We're
sick
judging it
of
based on
this.
this.
P6F said
Okay,
he wants
but
a
F
restraining
off, though.
order.
This is just gonna keep happening if he doesn't get actually charged
Restraining
for it
order.
sometime. He needs to be literally, like, genuinely punished, or else it's just gonna keep happening. Doesn't matter if he
Well,
was
that-
baited or not. He's gonna keep doing it.
Okay, well that's a
I'm sick of
conversation
it.
outside of this. This isn't. That's not how we.
Restraining order.
Says you.
I like
Yeah,
the restraining order idea that Purple accidentally just lowered himself into.
Restraining order.
10 block restraint.
I like that.
I say 5 scorps minimum. I don't know.
I don't want to accept that.
I
Whatever.
I see. I don't know if I agree with no scorps, because he did kill him, but like he totally like wanted it. He wanted it to happen.
One in a restraining order.
Wait, what?
But
Wanting
it
a
wasn't
One and a
purple.
restraining order.
one
It
and a
wasn't
restraining.
purple. It wasn't purple that was looking for a court case. It was Nithya that wanted to be.
Well, no, Nithya wanted
And
that,
they were
but
working
also
together.
Purple had wanted one for a while, too.
Okay, but that's. I don't see how that's relevant to the fact that.
The fact that he
even
had
if-
messages copied in chat, like preparing for that.
Yeah, that's because he knew that Uneasy was gonna do it, because Uneasy is like that. It was obvious because Uneasy is uneasy. He's literally uneasy. You cannot trust him in anything. He needs to be punished. Or I don't know. This can't just keep happening because it's really obnoxious.
Yeah, but he got punched off a ledge. Who cares?
What do you mean, who cares?
in terms of what actually happened, he killed somebody who told them, who like was goading them to hit them again.
Yeah.
It'd be one thing if they were just like walking and not saying anything, but like of all the people he's killed, this is like not the strongest one to whatever. Guys are all so tall.
I'm 5'1".
Really?
Oh my god, you are small.
I know.
Let's wait. So what are we?
How would we enforce a restraining order hypothetically?
Don't get close, or I sue you again.
Well, like if they get close, like obviously it'll happen accidentally sometimes.
Yeah.
If he doesn't make a conscious effort to not stay away or to stay away, then he gets charged.
But like, but we can't decide for him to get a restraining order.
But he said in chat that he wants a restraining order.
Oh, he said that? Oh, okay, I didn't see that.
He did say that.
Which is why I said it.
Okay, so we just say they don't go near each other, and if Greenus persists, then he gets charged more.
Yeah.
But I do think that we should still charge him, because that's not enough. He's not gonna care.
I don't like
5
10 Scorps though.
Greenus has the money to
I
pay 5
still don't like
Scorps.
5 though. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Well,
Because then it's gonna be used as a precedent.
no, I'm not trying to use it as a precedent, but I'm
I know.
I would 100% agree with 5 or maybe even more if it wasn't pf6 in like this situation.
But it would have happened regardless.
But we're not talking about regardless. We're talking about now.
But that doesn't effing matter.
Dude, if someone kills somebody, like, if someone's being charged to be killed somebody in like Florida, you don't go like, well, in Minnesota it could have happened this way. That's not how it works.
No, that's not the point that I'm making. If the reason that Purple had the messages copied, the reason that he did this was because he knew that Uneasy would do it, because that it was just going to happen.
But he
That
got
would have
punched
happened
off
with
a
anybody.
ledge. I don't know. Doesn't seem like a big deal.
But that still to me doesn't that doesn't mean that he wasn't goading him into doing it. Just because.
Regardless, murder is illegal.
No, it is. I'm not disagreeing with that.
And I think it's punishable by 5 Scorps. If you're arguing against that, I think that's ridiculous. No matter what the situation was surrounding it.
Maybe like what about like 3?
I don't agree with that, but whatever.
What do you guys think? What do other people think?
I think 5.
You think 5?
Yeah.
I think more than 5.
What do you think, Waffle?
I like multiples of 4, so we could go with 8.
Yeah.
8 is too much.
I think 3 is fine.
No.
Okay, 4. It's halfway.
3 and a restraining order. Final offer.
Hey, you can buy a stack of gold blocks for 4. It's nothing.
Well, Bethany likes multiples of 4, so we do 4 and a restraining order. How about that?
Yeah, it's halfway between 3 and 5.
Okay.
And it's
4.
What do you mean? Now you're arguing over one. You're getting mad over one score.
4 and no restraining order.
No, because I don't even want it to be 5. I want it to be more than that, but whatever.
4 and a restraining order, or no restraining order. No restraining. No.
How about yes, definitely a restraining order.
Yes, restraining order.
So what would the conditions of a restraining order be? How we just like if they get close?
I don't know.
Like how is that enforced?
He's not allowed at the base, and
not allowed near house or shops within. Yeah.
Yeah, and if he knows where he is, if he's like,
I feel like that's just gonna like result in more annoying BS.
How about we put Uneasy on probation or something? He can't.
What?
I don't know.
No.
Some
Yeah, we'll
Minecraft
throw him in
form
a
of
halfway
probation.
house. Can we
Throw him
throw
in
him in a
jail for a
halfway?
couple days.
No, listen. That would be so. If Uneasy, I've already one of the things I've already thought about is if Uneasy does something like bad again, like to spawn or something like that. I as the state might prosecute him. And then we can talk about other stuff.
How is that different?
Well, because this is a civil case between.
So it's F in Minecraft.
3 and a restraining order.
Exactly, it's Minecraft, so it's not like it's.
I like multiples of 3.
Oh
12.
god.
12. 24.
Like multiples of 3 do 6.
4 and a restraining order. Fine.
I mean, I'm fine
I
with.
don't
I
like
just don't know
the-
how we're gonna do a restraining order, but we can. I guess we'll figure it out.
He's not allowed at his base.
No, I know, but
If
like,
he-
what? Okay,
if
so
he
but it's
reveals his
Greenus, so
location-
he's gonna go there,
That's
and then what
already a
happens?
law is you're not allowed at people's bases without permission.
No, it's only if they
Yeah.
tell you to leave.
Yeah, it's
No.
No, if you say you don't want them there, that's
I can build
trespassing.
butterflies.
Yeah, exactly.
If and then if he reveals he's like, oh, I'm at the Mesa, he can't then go to the Mesa. And if he sees him around, he has to like immediately turn around.
Well, that's already like a thing. Like that's already a thing. That's not even that you don't even need a restraining order for. If you don't want somebody at your base, you don't.
Yeah, I know, but I said the other things as well. Do those things.
I still don't see why punching him and killing him is a big deal.
That's mad.
Yeah, I don't see why you're conflating this with every other thing. Like that's not how you. If someone gets like a DUI, you don't like convict them for murder. That's not how.
What?
Eh.
No, but if they have a DUI and then they also hit someone with their car.
No, but
it's
I'm
DUI
saying
and
I'm saying
vehicular
like
manslaughter.
you don't just like you're supposed to prosecute based on the thing that's happening, not like everything.
Yeah, but those happen. Okay.
I agree with that. I think if we're doing that, then it's like he hasn't even been punished for anything he's done. Like he really hasn't. So if you're not gonna do it now, then like
I think doing that to send a message is weird, and I'd rather just
how is that
actually
not sending
say
a
something.
message? It's just whatever. Do your thing.
So what are we doing?
I don't know.
If you don't want to do the restraining order,
Where is
just do
everyone
5
currently
swords.
at?
I mean, we can do the restraining order. I just don't know what it denotes, other
I
than
told you.
Already said that. I don't.
no. But like, what is that? What?
And then further charges.
If he reveals his location, if he says, "Oh, I'm gonna grab some ice from you," he can't. He's not allowed to then.
Oh,
go there.
okay.
If he sees him like in the shopping district or something, he has to then turn around. And
It's
then
gonna
the
be
base
so
thing,
hard to enforce,
she
but
kind of already
okay.
had. Yeah, I know, but there's Minecraft.
I know that's what I mean. It's gonna be hard to.
Well, it's just a thing. Make him happy. He asked for it. Might as well throw him a bit.
Okay, I guess we could just say that like if they're around and if he doesn't want them there, then like he's compelled to move away from him, and like so
Is there gonna be a time period for this?
I
2 weeks, 3 weeks?
we could just say until a time period on which it makes sense, you know, like it doesn't need to be specific, whatever.
Until the judge decides.
Yeah.
Okay. And then monetary.
We can if it'll make you more happy, Reagan. We can do 5. I'm okay with 5. If we're...
I don't like 5 though, because it's like it wasn't much.
I mean, based on what it is, I don't agree with 5. But like, if we're like factoring in, I guess, like lack of remorse and that kind of thing. Like, I honestly, I feel like Uneasy, like, if this was happening to somebody else, I think this would be there'd be a different sentiment here. Because like, I feel like Uneasy's kind of,
That is true.
I feel like
That is
Uneasy
true.
totally got manipulated into this.
It is
Because
true.
Um,
factor in the other things he's
Yeah, but you're not supposed to factor in the other things. That makes you biased.
No.
that's literally, it's like the definition of bias. Um. Christ.
Why don't you just do what you want to do?
What?
What?
What are you saying? What?
Do what you wanted to do. Wait, okay, but like, okay, wait. So why do you think so? Why do you think high?
Because
No, it's for personal reasons that he. No, that's personal. No, I don't know.
Well,
That's personal reasons that you want
we
that.
can't come to an agreement if you don't explain.
you're not going to factor anything I say in, so go with what you
I
guys want.
will.
No, it's not about
It's done.
that.
We've already spent way too much time on this.
Okay, well,
I literally don't
5
care.
then. Okay, I guess we can do 5.
All right. Woo.
Someone drag me.
Sure.
Thanks.
Well, it's very difficult for me to do this.
Okay, wait, never mind. I can do it.
Okay. Here we go.
Wait.
What?
Who's saying this? Because I don't want to.
You don't want to?
No.
But you always say it.
Yeah, I know, but I don't want to now.
Okay.
Yo, who wants to say it? Cool.
I don't. Bethany, do you want to say it?
No, because they're gonna yell at me.
Okay, fine. I'll say it. All right.
I don't want to say it because I still don't even entirely agree with 5.
I mean, I don't either.
So it just hurts me to
Just
say
do
it.
4, Jesus Christ.
Just do 4. 4's fine.
Alright, I guess we're doing 4.
4.
Okay. Here we go down. Woo.
They
Hello.
want 16 marbles.
Hello.
Hi.
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 Have you come to a decision?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
It was very
If you,
difficult.
Really quick.
I don't think Becca.
If
Everyone who has the texture pack, this will make sense.
Oh.
if you don't mind waiting
You're lucky I can't
a
reach him.
second.
Decker was not happy with that.
Yeah.
I feel bad, but
Yeah, I'm not gonna let him be a jury member in another one of my.
Why is there only 2 of them?
All right. If everyone can go back to their spot.
I've got a high chair.
All right. Everyone, please mute themselves, especially the people singing.
wait, am I doing it still, Waffle? Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, I mean,
Whichever one.
just because we changed it to. Okay, yeah.
Please come center stage to present the verdict and such.
All right. Hello. I'm not addressing the jury. Hello, I'm the jury. So we have decided that Uneasy, based on his own words, is guilty. but we don't feel that the original damages set at 15 is appropriate. After a lot of deliberation and some upset jury members, we have settled on 4 Scorps to be the damages, as well as the we're going to consider the idea of a or we'll not consider whatever propose the idea of a restraining order that P purple whatever said would be a thing. The proposed idea that we had for that is just trespassing is already kind of covered in the Constitution, but just if they're knowingly in the same area and they don't want to be and purple doesn't want him around, then uneasy is it's slightly compelled to not approach. How it will be enforced will be interesting to see, but whatever. And then we, in terms of length of time, we figured that you could come up with an appropriate period of time that you think that would be for, or you could just say until it makes sense. I don't know.
Off of let me check, because this was something that
You should probably
Purple-
keep in mind purple.
Uneasy, be quiet. Uneasy, shut up. Where? Let me. Based on statements and requests unofficially from purple earlier, I'm gonna say a week.
A
is the
week?
length of
Okay.
go with. Yep.
I don't know if
And
you
with
want to
that,
say any more to that or about the restraining order. I don't know.
the method of enforcement is something that we'll work on. But uneasy, do you understand the terms of damages?
Yeah, I'm pretty cool with it.
Okay. So for the next week, if you are within the same area as purple, and purple indicates that he does not want you to be in a similar area, that area being, if you feel like that
I mean, a
area,
reasonable distance,
yeah, a reasonable distance. It certainly includes his property.
Yeah, of course his, but I'm just talking anyway.
And
I want to be able to shop in a shop.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously.
If it's like you're both at spawn for the same time and you're like doing different things, then certainly that's something. But yeah. In addition to that, 4 Scorps to be delivered today if that is available to you.
Could you hit me up with an ender chest?
Can do, boss.
Cool. Hey, quick. Are you sure you want payment in Scorps?
That's already the established thing.
I'm just saying that if he wants, I can give him something that's worth much more Scorps since I have a lot of them.
Purple, I suppose.
You can either get 4 Scorps or you can get an Elytra. An Elytra is definitely, they're around 32 Scorps, so it's a way better deal.
That's up for you to decide, purple. The going rate for, or the only shop that's selling Elytra, and I believe they have had sales at this price,
is 32. I would value them
an
at slightly
Elytra
lower.
with mending and unbreaking 3 for 32 Scorps, and they have had a couple of sales. Certainly a standard Elytra is worth more than
Definitely more than 4. Definitely more than 4.
You know.
does this elytra have these?
He means
No, it'd
mending
just be
and
a pretty,
unbreaking
it'd
3.
be a pretty common elytra, but even on the low end, it'd still be way more.
Yeah, an unenchanted elytra is still worth more than 4 scorps. It's more just a matter of if you want the scorps over the.
I mean, no, because I'd rather pay you 4 scorps than give you an elytra plus 1 scorp. You can either get the elytra or I'll give you 4 scorps. I'm just offering you a better deal. You can take it if you want.
Alright,
Sure?
4 scorps it is.
Because, okay, but getting elytra is going to be way harder. Not nearly as worth your time.
Well, that's for him to decide, not you, isn't it?
Oh yeah,
It's my
I'm
ender
just giving
chest.
him the warning. Yeah, because if you ask anyone,
It's my ender chest.
I think Matter, did you pick it
No,
up?
I placed it. No, Greenus picked
No, I
it up.
think Matter picked it up.
I saw Greenus pick it up.
I need to go get something before I give it to you. Because I have to grab it. My box.
So can we go now?
Yeah, do you want to conclude that?
yeah.
Say your words.
This is the conclusion of the trial. Go play Minecraft, people.
Yeah.
I'm done with you. I'm done with you. Go play
that was
Minecraft.
so cute.
Same. Hopefully, Banana, we won't see each other in court again.
Sure, we probably will.
Probably.